higher level organizations and getting more money into the community, should there be an expectation of certain things being afforded to us in order to be able to operate these things? This is a question that I guess you get to ponder while we go through this match. Yes, it is Nate versus Zaffarino. Zaf's still playing the Jamie, another character who got a little bit of love in this patch. They gave him a drink off of forward throw, and they made it so that his level 2 doesn't reset your drink gauge back to 0 unless you were already at 0.
Yeah, and I mean, Zaffarino, has been a Jamie player, was playing Jamie when the game first came out, has been, having, I don't know if I want to call it a character crisis, but they've kind of fallen out of love with the Dawson that they were playing for so long. And so we've been seeing the Jamie for a few weeks now. And so I can only imagine they're feeling great with the buffs. But this is still a Marisa, so still going to punch your lights in.
Well, what's good is Jamie, one, does have those super solid lows, and two, his standing medium kick is a fantastic with Punisher. So if he is able to inspire a response out of Marisa, he should be able to... There it is. What did I just say?
I was also going to mention the standing heavy punch. Triple hitter, breaking armor, breaking DI. It's just another tool to the belt.
Now, see, I didn't even think it warranted mentioning, because it was like, he already has the tools without standing heavy punch. Empty jump gets smoked by the full charge on the Gladius.
Lots of parries coming through. Even still spending the drive reversal.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow, what a call out on the... It was like, you're going to throw? Yeah, I can shimmy by going to the skies. 3 bars apiece. When is Nate Banks going to choose to cash out? Are we cashing out all the way? No, it'll probably be on the next clean hit so that they can avoid being in burnout. So you spend now.
Oh, okay. No juggle because it did hit in the air, but... Now you're definitely dead as soon as you get touched if you're Zaffarino. So every little bit has to be super careful here, but you got that one drink, you get a little bit of resources, and you're dead.
I think what Zaf tried to do there, because I don't think, and I'll watch on the playback, it wasn't a counter hit. So Zaf did the frame kill with the standing medium kick. And then I think the goal there was to walk back and turn it into a shimmy. But... that's Zaf trying to play at layer 2, and Nate is still looking at the situation at layer 1. And that's not a criticism of Nate, it's just a statement of, like, you do need to recognize that you have conditioned your opponent enough for your really tricky shit to start to work. Oh no.
So much damage on that throw. I know it's a command grab, but, like, it just does so much.
Well, everything Marisa does so much, so I feel like her command grab, it feels like something where you don't want to think about how much damage it actually does, because everything else is doing chunks, and you're like, so if I block too much, I also get hit? There's that standing fierce you were talking about. Hey, between the two of us, Doctor, we know some stuff about things. Dive kick does not connect into the crouching roundhouse. You're supposed to be able to get pickups off of that. Zaf doesn't get it. And blown up out of the shimmy, Nate Banks gets another round on the board for themselves.
Nate Banks not getting tripped up by the tricky stuff, like you said. They're just kind of sitting like, I'm going to make you do the thing. Like, you're going to have to earn these mix-ups that you think you have, and while you're trying to do that, I'm just going to keep punching you. And guess what? The punching is winning. Didn't actually have the level 3 there, so they weren't able to really cancel out into anything, but the life difference here is just obscene.
I almost want to say that there's shades of, like, matchup unfamiliarity coming out of Zaf, because I feel like there's so many spots where he's making decisions that just do not work against a Marisa who is choosing to charge her Gladiuses and use that armor.
There's the adjustment.
I'm just... Yeah, we do need to see more of that, but the amount that he's poking in ranges where Marisa doesn't need to respect you is, a little bit surprising to me.
I do wonder if maybe it's a hangover from his time at Capcom Cup, right? I don't know who he was getting the opportunity to play while he was out there, if, anybody really. But, there being a whole lot of high-level Marisa players there that maybe he's just carrying over the thought process. And Nate Banks is like, yeah, but what if I just didn't?
What if I don't care to engage you at the next level?
Yeah. Like, what if I just keep it simple, keep it basic, it's clearly working, so I'm not going to break what isn't broken. But
to harken back to what Marcy said, what if I asked you why? Can you answer why? And Zaf has actually started to answer why. We've seen Zaf has started to simplify the game. Simplify and dying right now, though, as he is about one touch away in this P2 side corner. ODDP out, but still walking into these pokes. There's like a range that's not working out. Level 4. Oh, that's way too hard to call out, especially with the amount of life that you had left. Set point for Nate Banks.
Again, Marisa, not the strongest of anti-air characters, so we might be able to see Zaf continue this air assault, but Zaf really trying to get these drinks in to unlock those higher level moves. Okay. Right into the level 3.
So there's going to be, I imagine there's going to be a mix-up out of this. The question is, does Nate mash level 3 or not? Oh, okay, Zaf actually completes the route into the drink, and you still get the meaty command grab after the drink. Zaf's actually able to close that one out. Game on the board.
Yeah, being able to get the drink at the end there just to make sure you have the opportunity for the OD command grab was really the best move there, because we haven't seen it at all this set. Either Zaf's not getting to level 3, or he's not being in a position to get the most, offense off. Already at 2 drinks, though.
Starting to try to represent a little bit more towards roundhouse and standing roundhouse as well. He's identified that the range that he was playing at in the first 2 games wasn't quite right. Mistimes the perfect parry. It was the right read, just barely the wrong timing. But Nate Banks still in the back foot. Zaf puts himself in burnout, finds the DP after the dash forward, and is able to secure another round. I'm pleased with how passive Zaf is willing to let his neutral be.
Yeah, this is, obviously him being a defensive player throughout the years. We had the Sagat play, we had the Dawson play. Like, he definitely knows how to slow things down. And when it was kind of push come to shove and he starts slowing it down, he's able to start getting these victories strung together. But as soon as that tempo speeds back up, he has to react accordingly.
Yeah, and we are on set point for Nate Banks, also dangerously close to level 3. We're going to have it, yes, guaranteed in the next interaction. Zaf has level 3 of his own, 2 drinks in the back. We're going to have to see how Zaf chooses to use this bar. Can put himself at level 4 at some point if he wants to, or at least force a really dangerous mix-up. Dive kick goes unchecked. That could have been huge for Nate Banks, but it's not going to work out, and we are back to the neutral. The longer this takes, the better for Zaf to get that drive gauge back.
Yep, does spend a little bit immediately for that OD dive kick, but parries everything, gets a lot of it back again, but life bars are still super dangerous for both parties. Drink 3, where's the command grab?
As long as you don't overextend, I think you're great here. Level 4, just let it be. Just back off. Your ground game is working immaculately. Being in burnout is actually kind of scary, and now that Nate Banks is in CA range, you can only afford to block for so long. Zaf actually needs to be a little bit more active than he might have needed to be before he went into burnout. Check with a low jab. Doesn't connect. No whiff punish on the Gladius because he's a little too far away, but the target combo! Oh my god, using the tools available to Jamie to get through that DI. Such a matchup-specific choice for Nate Banks to not be prepared for, and we are going to a game 5.
Yeah, Nate slowing down at the end there really cost them for the same reasons that you said Zaf should slow down. But, man, they just kind of let Zaf chill. And even without that, ending there, Zaf was about to come out of burnout, which would have given him a whole new slew of options with the drive meter there. But look at the tempo change from Nate. They're suddenly going all out, all fast. Oh, they tried it.
Yeah, I think that pace was the thing that had been working for Nate, because Zaf really needed to get the breathing room in order to go back to neutral. Look at the value add of getting that drink off of the forward throw. We're already seeing the benefits here for Zaf, enjoying himself a buff. 3 drinks on the table. And earning the life lead through all of that command grab. Still secures the life lead, but actually has an advantage in just about every sense of the word. Waiting it out, overhead, not going to work out. Goes for a perfect parry pump. We're not going to get it. Nate Banks,
that was such a late tech. Oh, he's in burnout. Just punch him.
Oh, the whiff punish with the towards roundhouse. Zaf is on set point, and there's been a couple of times through the set. In fact, I had just called it out that he was too far away for the whiff punish on Gladius. But Zaf already taking that moment of like, oh, you're swinging at this range? I do have a tool that works there. Okay.
And just stealing drinks. Just literally
You're going to slow down? I'm going to get crunk.
What?
Is that also too old for you?
No, I think it's too old for the stream, Brad. I think that's what it is. We got the level 3 coming in here. We are going to have the pickup right afterwards, but how much damage more can you eke out of this? I don't think it's just enough.
Oh, I was
going to
say you can't kill, so you have to go for a mix-up. Oh my god. What I love about that setup, what I love about that choice is it seemed like it was a layer 2 choice where you're expecting a reset, but the expectation out of the reset is like a zero-sum game. Like you're going to go for a meaty DI that's going to cause the wall slump, or you're going to go for some sort of like fast, cheeky low, or a fast throw. What instead happens is you're like, I have a read on what your defensive choice would be, and I'm playing against it. To sit there and go, yeah, I'm doing a reset, and you know I'm doing a reset, so I'm going to beat the thing that you think beats the thing. For the dive kick, wow! Sometimes Zap's